a couple of weeks ago, I started posting a series of 7 videos, and I only got to number 3. And I like to follow through on everything that I say that I'm going to do. And so I've been pondering and reflecting on that. And something just didn't feel right. And I'd like to talk about it. The videos themselves were about a 5Rhythms retreat that I'm offering in Samothraki in Greece from the 12th to the 15th of September. And I think in my efforts to make it sound attractive for social media, I wasn't acknowledging the global situation and how this is rippling into people's lives. Now I have a pattern that I'm well aware of embarking on things at challenging times, and as you might imagine, this is a challenging time to run a retreat. In particular, I haven't run a retreat since 2012. So this is my first retreat since then, and it's my first one outside of the UK. So true to form, I'm making things very challenging. I believe that the pattern does serve a purpose for me, and it's about my own kind of growth journey. It's pushing me to put myself out there in a way that it's definitely beyond my comfort zone. I'm not comfortable promoting myself. More recently, I've got a bit more comfortable with this idea that it's not about me. It's about, I'm in service in this role. And so that's helping me to be a little bit more out there. Anyway, enough about me. So as you might imagine, the bookings for Awakening the Sleeping Self have been slow to come in, and I need to work with that. And so I've been going to my usual sources of guidance, which have seen me well through many a difficult situation over the years. And what I keep getting is a really clear and a really strong yes that this workshop is going to happen, it's meant to happen, and it's going to be really powerful. And while that sits well in my system, that feels congruent, my head is going, how the hell is that going to happen? I have a sense that things are going to shift in July. I don't know how they're going to shift. But if this is going to happen, and if it's really important work, which I believe it is, then there must be people out there who are not booking on. Maybe they haven't heard about it yet. Or maybe they are sitting on their hands and pondering and waiting and longing, maybe, but denying themselves or not daring to take that leap. So if that's the case, then I think we need to get together and make it happen. This is a workshop about showing up. It's about enabling the dormant parts of ourselves that are maybe at the moment just pure potential, enabling them to come to the surface so that we can manifest in a more powerful way, and start to change this world. That sounds big, but we all do that every day, even if it's just smiling as people, as we meet people in the street or they get on the bus. You know, it all matters and it all has impact. And so whatever your next level of growth is, it's really crucial. And so this is not just a workshop for you, this is a workshop for everybody that everybody whose lives you touch, and that's more than you think. So what are the barriers? Financial, I reckon, is probably one. Everything's a bit up in the air and lots of people feel insecure financially. And the uncertainty of the global situation. What will the world look like in September? We just don't know. And maybe there's other things for people, I don't know. But I'm really interested in hearing about them, because there might be some things that I can do. We're working in a capitalist system that can't be sidestepped. You know, we all have to pay our bills, etc. But I am always interested in hearing from people about skills swaps where they genuinely can't afford to pay cash, and where that is beneficial for both people. So there might be some room for flexibility. And I'm looking at other options as well. So if you are kind of waiting to see what happens globally, if you are concerned about the money, if there's something else, but you really feel called to be at the workshop, that you feel you're able to show up for yourself and for the group and for the wider world, and you need some time to replenish yourself and spend some time on a beautiful island, let me know, because I'm creating a list, and the people on that list will be the first to know if I am able to wiggle things to make it a bit easier for people to come. In addition to that, of course, all of the stuff about Samothraki and the retreat still remains. All the things I was going to put into that original seven video series. So it is an island that is a mountain in the sea, and there are waterfalls cascading down it, and just 5 minutes away from the venue there is like 5 minutes walk away from the venue, there's a pool that you can swim in, fed by a waterfall. 10 minutes walk from the venue is a spa town with hot springs. 15-20 minutes walk from the venue is the sea and boat trips around the island. It is idyllic and it will be stunning. The venue itself has floor-to-ceiling windows in the yoga studio opening out onto a terrace that looks over the gardens, and the rooms all have garden views or sea views. They have terraces or balconies. There's a fridge in the room, and you know they're nice rooms. And the venue serves fresh island food, freshly locally sourced food, for 3 meals a day, and all of that's included in the price along with the accommodation. And I think it's going to be really quite deep and rich and restorative. So do let me know if you want to come, and I'll do whatever I can to help to make that happen. I hope to dance with you in Samothraki, if not before. Thanks for listening.